Hi everyone. I'd like to welcome all of you to our third webinar. So I'm super happy that you could all join us today. And in our previous sessions, we introduced our automated liquid handler. And so today we'll be focusing on its perfect companion, which is automated nucleic acid extractor. So these two instruments are becoming increasingly inseparable in modern laboratories. So with the sample volumes getting smaller and sample numbers rising, so the need for both systems has never been more critical. So without further ado, I'm excited to present to you our trusted and well-loved automated nucleic acid extractor. So my name is Sunguk, and I'll be your presenter today. So here is today's agenda. So I'll begin with a brief introduction to automated nucleic acid extractors in general. And then I will walk you through our own systems, including RNA and DNA extraction solutions that we offer. And so finally, I'll wrap up with a few key take-home messages to summarize the session. So our introduction will begin with a brief history of nucleic acid extractions, then move on to explore some key market trends, and then highlight a few common pain points and challenges that many laboratories continue to face in their daily workflows. And finally, I will talk about what's new in the technology and where the field is heading in the near future. So this slide shows the historical evolution of nucleic acid extraction technologies. So it begins in 1953, so with the discovery of DNA double helix structures by Watson and Crick. This landmark discovery laid the foundation for all molecular biology techniques that followed, so including nucleic acid extractions. So just a few years later, in 1956, the first organic extraction and precipitation-based method were developed. So these involved separated the DNA using a two-phase systems, an aqueous phase for nucleic acid and an organic phase for protein and other contaminants. And fast forward to 1993, a major innovation came with the introduction of the spin column-based extractions. So this method uses silica membranes to selectively bind nucleic acid, which is followed by the washing um, and elution steps. So this made the process much faster, safer, and more scalable, and it means one of the remains one of the commonly used method today. So in 1990s, magnetic beads-based extraction was introduced, and this method uses magnetic beads to bind nucleic acid and includes steps like lysis, binding, washing, and elutions, and it made the process more efficient and easier to handle. And so now we've moved to the latest stage, the fully automated nucleic acid extractions. So with automations, everything from sample processing to nucleic acid isolations can be done in one machine, which saves the times and reduces manual work. So the global market trend is projected to more than double from 4.6 billion USD in 2024 to 10.1 billion USD by 2034. So regionally, the North America leads the market share at 38 to 40%, which is followed by Asia Pacific and Europe, each with 20 to 30%. And the growth rates vary actually. So Asia Pacific is growing fastest at 14.5% of CAGR, which is driven by the expanding biotechnologies in countries like China, India, Japan, and Korea, and etc. And there are several factors that boost the market growth, which is detection of the genetic disorders, infectious diseases, and cancer biomarkers, etc. They are on the rise. And additionally, automated extraction is becoming a core component of nanotechnology-based assays, such as biosensors, nanopore sequencings, and etc. And also, there is a growing demand for high throughput systems to reduce manual labor and variability. So when choosing an automatic nucleic acid extractor, users oftentimes face the key challenges, and these are the pain points that we aim to solve. So users work with diverse sample types, but switching protocols each time is frustrating and it could be very inefficient. And second, being locked into stuck with one brand or system, which drives up cost and which limits the flexibility. And third, they still expect a high yield compared to the methods like trizoles. And last but not least, researchers want systems that are simple, automated, and don't tie them up to the bench, basically. So I'd like to share the current trends in automatic nucleic acid extractors, which are transforming how laboratories operate. So first, there's a strong shift towards compact and space-saving designs. So newer models are tailored for smaller labs, but still they deliver performance that previously required, much larger full-size machines. And benchtop systems are now capable of a high efficiency in a minimal footprint. Additionally, we're seeing the rise of the pre-packaged reagents. So these sealed single-use cartridges not only simplify the setup, but also minimizes handling errors. So most importantly, they significantly reduce the risk of contaminations. And third, the modern extractors feature smart user interfaces. So with the intuitive touchscreens and clear step-by-step guides, these systems are user-friendly and require minimal training, which makes them accessible even to non-specialists. And lastly, contamination control is more advanced than ever. So features like UV sterilizations and HEPA filters and sealed reagent path are now standards. So these improvements help ensure high quality contamination-free results. So now let's take a look at the part two, where I'll introduce our Vazyme VMP automated nucleic acid extractor. So here we introduce Vazyme's automated extractor. VMP32 is ideal for small to medium throughput labs, processing from 1 to 32 samples. And VMP96 is our high throughput model, so which is capable of handling 96 samples at once. So both systems use a magnetic bead-based method and support wide range of volume, which spans from 20 to 1,000 microliters. And they feature a color touchscreen, as you can see here. So which is intuitive program management. And there's a UV disinfections for contamination controls. So as shown on the right side, the instrument is built for ease of use with clear components like heating blocks, magnetic heads, and 96 well plate layout, and etc. And finally, we support users with not just the instruments, but also customizable kits and consumables, and plus dedicated to the technical support to ensure seamless integration into your workflow. So the beads have a polystyrene core and are coated with the paramagnetic materials called the magnetite. And these beads only become the magnetic in the presence of magnetic field. So their surface is also coated with hydroxyl groups, so which help bind nucleic acid. So in the presence of PEG, polyethylene glycol, and salt, the hydroxyl groups bind non-specifically to nucleic acid, and the strength of this binding depends on the concentration of the PEG and salt. So that's why the volume ratio between the beads and the nucleic acid is such critical for efficient extractions. So sample workflow is as follows. So we start with the nucleic acid containing the samples, and cells or viruses, etc., are broken open to release nucleic acid. And so magnetic beads are added. Magnetic beads are added, and nucleic acids bind to them. And the magnet pulls the beads to the side, which separates them from the unwanted materials. And finally, we release the purified nucleic acid from the bead. So here you can see how magnetic beads are used to isolate nucleic acid in our automatic extraction systems. So the sample is mixed with the lysis buffer first. Then magnetic beads are added, and nucleic acid bind to the beads, and the magnetic rod is used to attract and move the beads from the one solution to the next. So the beads are transferred into wash buffer to remove the impurities, and finally the beads are transferred into the elution buffer, which releases the purified nucleic acid. So on the left, we see that our system supports multiple applications, including extractions of viral and bacterial DNA and RNA, genomic DNA, cell-free DNA, plasmid, and total RNA, and etc. And on the right side, we address the different throughput needs. So for example, for maximum flexibility, we offer bottle type reagents. And for ease of use, we provide pre-filled reagent cartridges. And for high throughput labs, we have pre-filled kits for 96 samples, streamlining the large scale process. So as I just mentioned earlier, we offer 3 different formats to meet various throughput needs. And first, it's a single strip, which is also known as 1T. This is ideal for extracting one sample at a time. So each strip must be mounted on a holder, which is the black holder here. And one holder can accommodate up to 8 strips. So this gives the users flexible throughput from 1 to 8 samples, depending on their workload. And secondly, the 96 well plates, which is suited for 16 tests, also known as the 16T. This one allows extraction of the 16 samples in one go. So the reagents are preloaded into plates, which streamlines the process. So for this format is well suited for mid-throughput needs and is designed for systems that support up to 16 samples per run. And finally, full 96 well plate, which is also known as the 96T. This one supports high throughput workloads and processing 96 samples simultaneously. So each plate, this is one plate, is splitting into 2 groups in VMP32. So one group and the second group. And each group can handle 8 samples. So one plate can extract a total 16 samples. And so process is easy. So you add the samples to column number 1 and column number 7. And after extractions, you collect the result from column number 6 and column number 12. So for example, a single sample will span wells between A1 to A6 or A7 to A12. And in total, 8 samples will occupy half of the 96 well plates. And all the necessary reagents like lysis buffer, beads, wash buffers, and elution buffers are already pre-filled in the well. So there's no need to prepare anything manually. So if you load 2 plates into the machine, then you can extract total 32 samples at once. And the six plates shows prepackaged kit for VMP96, and the components sequence equal to those column in the plates for VMP32. And all the mentioned kits demonstrate perfect compatibility with Vazyme's automated nucleic acid extraction systems. So this slide shows the full range of automated extraction kits that work with VMP32 and 96. So they cover different sample types and targets, including RNA extractions and DNA extraction, cfDNA, microbial DNA and RNA, and even environmental samples. And you can choose between bottled reagents or pre-filled plates, depending on your system and workflow. So now let's take a look at more details about the automated RNA extraction solutions. So the RMA101, this kit is used for total RNA extraction from cells or tissues. And the workflow is simple. So collect the sample and you lyse the cells and load into the plates and let the machine run. Then you analyze the RNA. And there are 4 formats of the RMA101, and it depends on your sample number and your needs. You can pick and choose. And this slide highlights the broad compatibility of the RMA101 total RNA kit with various types of animal tissues and cells. So as you can see in the chart, the kit has been successfully tested on a wide range of samples, including major organs like rat liver, kidney, brains, and even aquatic samples like zebrafish. And it's also compatible with tumor tissues like human breast cancers and triple negative breast cancers, and also leukemias, etc. And the kit is suitable for 10 to 30 grams of animal tissues, or from 10 to the 4th to 5 times 10 to the 6th of the cells. So let's take a look at the performance. So in table 1, we see that the RMA101-C2 delivers a significantly higher RNA concentrations and also have very similar 260/280, and you can see the significantly different the differences in the 260/230 data. And in figure 1, the gel electrophoresis shows that the RMA extracted from RMA101-C2 has a stronger signal and clearer 5S RNA bands, even the RNA bands. And so moving to the table 2, the qPCR results for 2 targets show that the CT values are lower for Vazyme's kit, which indicates a higher sensitivity and better RNA quality for downstream applications. So now it's the same, it's RNA extractions, but for the universal. So this product is designed for much broad sample compatibility and high throughput RNA extractions. So the kit works with samples preserved in trisols, which allows efficient RNA extractions from a variety of animal tissues, cells, and even plants. And also, the kit supports automated purifications, which includes the ethanol precipitations and washings that makes it compatible with machine-based workflows for convenience and consistencies. And finally, the kit delivers the high yields and good RNA integrity. So this makes the RNA suitable for next generation sequencings and other downstream applications. So on the right side, you see the test result across the three categories. So rat, rabbit, and chicken, which includes 13 different types. The kit consistently shows high yield, um, especially with automated extractions. And also, we have water-dwelling animals and insects, which includes 13 different types. So this shows a similar trends, particularly with the shrimps and insect samples. And for last but not least, the plant tissues, which includes five different types. So even in challenging plant samples, the kit maintains competitive yield and performance. So now, um, moving towards to the DNA extraction this time. So I'd like to introduce the DC112-C for DNA extractions from cells and tissues. And the kit is designed to handle a wide range of samples, less than 25 milligrams of tissues, 10 to the fourth to 5 times 10 to the sixth cells, and 200 microliters of blood or even bacterial samples. So the full extractions process takes only 46 minutes. And this one involves three main steps, which is lysis with buffer, protein digestion using proteinase K, and incubation, which is followed by binding and washing steps using magnetic beads. So on the left side, you can see the DNA yield result from different samples. The one drop readings or nanodrop show consistently high DNA concentrations. And also, when you look at the 260 over 280 and 260 over 230, the ratio is close to the 1.9, so which indicates the high quality. And on the right side, the gel electrophoresis images confirm the high quality extractions. The bends are sharp and intact across all sample types, indicating the DNA is not degraded. And so this slide shows the performance of the DC112-C for extracting the DNA from gram-negative and positive bacteria. And the kit works efficiently with 1 to 5 milliliters of a bacterial culture. And even when the bacterial load is under 3 times 10 to the 6 cells. And on the left, and you see the DNA concentrations and purity result measured by one drop for various bacterial species. And on the right, we have agar gel images showing extracted DNA from each bacterial type, and you can see strong clear bands across all samples. So in particularly S. aureus, which is a gram-positive species that is often more challenging. Also, we demonstrate excellent yields and integrity. So now let's take a look at the solutions that we have for environmental samples. So we have a product that is designed for rapid and high efficient extractions of a microbial DNA from complex samples like stool and soils. So on the left, So we compare our DMA 5101 series with a common market product. And a sample lysis with our kit uses only one reagent with no need of high temperature incubations, and a simple vortex or homogenization step is enough. And purification is also simplified. Only one reagent is needed, likewise. And manual pretreatment takes just 10 minutes. And this is followed by the 20 minutes of automated extractions. But in contrast, other kits typically require two reagents. Um, so high heat as well, and 30 minutes of manual lysis and 40 minutes of extractions. So as a result, the total processing time with our kits is going to be 30 minutes compared to the 50 to 70 minutes for other methods. And on the right side, you see our solutions includes a humic acid removal agent. So this agent is effectively eliminates inhibitors, which allows the purified DNA to be directly used for PCR or library constructions and other molecular biology workflows. So these slides present a comprehensive evaluations of the DMA 5101 extraction performance across the various challenging sample types, both soil and fecals and etc. So at the top, you will see the gel electrophoresis result comparing the DNA extractions from different soils like vegetables and forest soils and etc. And the V lanes represent the Vazyme's DMA 5101, while A to D represent competitor products. So as you can see, Vazyme's kit consistently deliver clear and strong bands, which indicates higher DNA yields and quality. And to the right, we show result for bacterial 16S and fungal ITS. The full-length amplifications from a variety of soils and fecal types. And Vazyme's kit, again, outperforms the D brand across multiple sample types, including low biomass samples like filter membranes and sandy soils. And below the gel, the quantitative yield and purity data support these visual results. So in the bar graph, the Vazyme in red color shows consistently higher yields than the D brand, and especially in challenging samples like chicken droppings and filter membranes. And the scatter plot for OD 260 over 280 and 260 over 230, the ratio demonstrates that Vazymes maintains a high purity across the black soil, mouse, fishes, samples, and whereas the others show contaminations or inconsistent equality. So here we'll look at the solutions for blood DNA extraction from the blood samples. So the kit, which is a DM102, is designed for fast and efficient extraction for genomic DNA from the whole blood. So it works with the sample volumes ranging from 50 to 200 microliters, and it's also compatible with swab eluates and samples containing non-nucleated erythrocytes. And for other sample types like cord blood, bone marrow, or dried blood spots, we recommend our DM101 kit instead. And DM102 is very easy to use, and you just add the sample and press the start button. The whole process will take only 48 minutes. So it offers high yield um, to maximize the success with the previous clinical samples. And it's flexible, allowing you to process from 1 to 96 samples at the same time. And the kit is ideal for genetic disease testing like folate metabolisms and um, spinal muscular atrophies, and as well as tumor gene screenings and etc. And as you can see from the below, we offer automation options with our VMP32 and 96 platforms to support the high throughput labs. So on the left, you can see the yield comparison from different whole blood types, and the blue bar represent the DM102 and consistently show higher or comparable yields compared to supplier A and B across the various blood preservation conditions. And on the right side, the gel images confirm the high integrity of the DNA extracted by DM102. Um, and the bands are strong and intact, showing the reliable performance. So in the table below, we compared the library data from EDTA, whole blood, focusing on how input DNA, low input DNA, and the DM102 achieves the highest library concentrations and clean sequencing data with excellent Q30 values and low duplication rate. So now move on to the FFPE DNA samples. So this slide highlights the performance of our DM602 or DM601, which is prepackaged version, and the bottle type, the reagents, respectively. So on the right side, the bar graph compares the library concentrations from different suppliers. As shown, both the DM601 and DM602 consistently yield higher than DNA concentrations compared to the 5 leading competitors across the mouse, lung, liver, and spleen samples. So at the bottom, the gel electrophoresis results confirm the quality and the integrity of DNA extracted using DM601 and DM602. And the bands are sharp and strong, indicating high quality DNA. So let's move on to our pathogen detections. So the slide gives an overview of Vazyme's pathogens nucleic acid extraction kit. So we offer 4 products in total, depending on the type of the sample and extractor used. The RM501 and RM502 are for the RNA or DNA extraction from viruses. And we offer, they offer the fast extraction in 19 minutes and are compatible with the Vazyme's automated extractors, like VMP32 and VMP96. And RM602 and 603 are designed for both DNA and RNA extractions from pathogens. And RM602 works with Vazyme's extractor and takes 29 minutes. And while RM603 is compatible with the Thermo Kingfisher's 96 Flex and has a runtime of 1 hour. And this slide introduces the Vazyme's RM501, which is designed for viral DNA and RNA extractions. So this one is compatible. So the compatible samples include the wide range of the samples, such as blood, serums, plasma, swab, fluids, and etc. And it's easy to operate, so it can process up to 32 samples in just the 19 minutes. And no proteinase K is required, and it's flexible, and which means you can choose between 1, 8, or 16 strips depending on your the sample size, and which gives you the operational flexibility. So it also supports wide input range from 100 to 400 microliter. And at the bottom, you can see the available formats. And on the right side, you we show the performance data across the different virus types and sample types. And as you can see in the chart A, B, and C, RN501 shows consistently lower CT values, indicating better extraction efficiencies and compared to the other methods. So in this slide, the it shows the highlights of the Vazyme's RM602, which is designed for DNA and RNA extraction from pathogens. So it is compatible with various sample types using 200 microliters of a volume, and the extraction time is approximately, excuse me, and the extraction time is approximately 28 minutes, and it's suitable for applications such as metagenomics and targeted NGS. And in this comparison study, we tested the RM602 using alveolar lavage fluid spiked with 5 different microorganisms, which includes the E. coli, S. aureus, yeast, and 2 viruses, which is PRV and PRRSV. The bar graph show that the delta CT values compared to the suppliers A and supplier B. And as you can see, RM602 consistently show the lower delta CT values, which indicates better nucleic acid recovery and higher detection sensitivity. And so the results demonstrate that RM602 provides superior performance in extracting microbial DNA and RNA across various pathogen types, making it ideal for NGS-based microbiome detection workflows. So I will wrap up with a few take-home messages. So this slide outlines our comprehensive machine maintenance and support services for Vazyme's automated extraction instruments. So first, under instrument product support, we assist with instrument setup, software installations, and we also provide manuals, SOP flow charts to help users to get started smoothly. And next, we have 24/7 technical support and allows access to 6 global warehouses for equipment and parts, and 1-year warranty, which covers free repairs, preventative maintenance, and spare parts. Also, free training will be there, and regular maintenance services to ensure optimal performance. And on the right side, you will see the maintenance content, which covers the software upgrades, lubrication of key moving parts, performing empty runs to check system status, and UV lamp replacements, routine cleaning of the instruments. And all of these services are designed to keep your equipment in peak conditions, which reduces downtime and supports reliable results in your daily workflows. So at Vazyme, we understand that quality is not just the goal, it is our responsibility. So every product that we deliver reflects our commitments to reliability, safety, and performance. So as shown here, our manufacturing is managed under GMP grade standards, and this dedication extends to our comprehensive quality management systems, which includes medical devices, quality managements, environmental responsibilities, occupational health and safety, And additionally, our MDSAP certification, this reinforces our alignment with international regulatory requirements across multiple jurisdictions. So these are proof of our promise to you. So when you choose Vazyme, you're choosing a partner committed to the highest level of quality and compliance. And this information will give you confidence of choosing us. So we will continue to provide innovative solutions for your research. And let me briefly summarize the key strength of our automatic nucleic acid extraction solutions. So first of all, high efficient solutions. So our system is designed as hassle-free, all-in-one solutions, which covers reagents, um, consumables, and instruments itself. And it's optimized for high yield, even better than manual protocols, with a recovery rate over 95%. This is user oriented design, which means we offer flexible formats from 1 to 96 samples. Reagents come prepackaged or in bottle types to fit different workflows. And also, it features a user-friendly touchscreen and a simple start and go system. So just press the button and you can just walk away. And also, this is a rugged constructions, and the machine is built for durability with a power failure protection functions included. And also, it comes with 1 year warranty, which can be extended upon request. And last but not least, we offer a competitive price, and our solution is cost effective, and it helps labs save budgets while still delivering high performance. So with that, thank you all so much for your participations and hope it was worth it. And before we end the meeting, I'd like to entertain your questions now.
Okay, thank you, Dr. Yang, for the informative session. Let's move on to our Q&A session. It's a great chance to get insights directly from our expert. So if you have any questions, just feel free to drop your questions in the chat or just raise your hand now. Does anyone have something to ask? All right, that's fine. If you have any further questions, you can put it forward or reach out to us after this session. And that brings us to the end of today's webinar. Thank you all for joining, and a big thank you to Dr. Yang for your excellent presentation. And for now, please take a moment to fill out the feedback form. Your input is really valuable to us. So just take a moment to fill the form. All right, thanks again for being with us today. We look forward to seeing you in the future webinars. Have a good day. That will be end of our webinar. Thank you.